Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Sunday. I have the numbers for you today. It is October the 4th, my day 203. You'll see it right over here somewhere. Oh my goodness gracious, why? 203, day 203. 30 days until the election day, 82 days until Christmas, 89 days left in this year. So that's what the numbers are all about today. We have good numbers. There's going to be plenty of green on the screen today. Just want to let you know about a couple of things. Most obviously, since the past couple of days, we've been constantly monitoring the President of the United States to see exactly what his condition was going to be, notwithstanding the fact that the left and the right are busy trying to beat each other up over the exact wording of whether did the doctors really give us the straight scoop. Well, was he on oxygen or wasn't he on oxygen? Hey, you know what? The good news is he seems to be doing really well. You're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. The president is in great shape for the shape he is in. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, obviously, he is clearly a little bit overweight. I don't know how much overweight. I have no idea. I can't tell how much the guy weighs. He's obviously over 6 feet tall, so he's a big guy. But he is obviously a little bit overweight. But he's also incredibly active. He does a lot. I mean, I could never keep up with him. And I'm an Energizer bunny myself, but nothing like that guy. It's unbelievable. Plus all the stress that he has and the pressure and so forth with his job. So we've been kind of glued to the TV and the radio to see what's going on. I just saw the most recent update from the Bethesda Medical Center, our National Medical Center, and it would seem that he's doing quite well. But you know what they say, it's the next few days, the first 5 days are the most important days with this COVID-19. That's what we have learned since this whole thing started. I mean, this guy can take a turn for the worse at any moment. The president has been on oxygen twice. We finally clarified that. And his prognosis looks really good. As a matter of fact, they're even talking about the possibility of him getting out tomorrow. Now, once again, I don't like to hear about that because I think it is what it is. But let's wait and see what happens tomorrow. It would be nice if he woke up and said, well, President's leaving today. Let's go. This is a serious thing. And it seemed to me like the President could use an extra day or so just to rest up a little bit, for heaven's sakes, to catch his breath before he gets off and starts running again. And then Christie got the COVID-19. Cam Newton got it and so forth. So just keep praying for the President. And he looks good. I think his energy level's down just a teeny bit. That would appear to me to be the case. But nonetheless, we're very fortunate that it didn't turn out to be as bad as it could have possibly been. But we're not completely out of the woods yet. All righty, let me give you the numbers for today. Go back to the glasses thing here with these numbers. Not because I can't read the numbers, but they're buried in the reds and the greens. So let's take a look at the deaths in the past 24 hours. 38. Double-digit numbers instead of triple-digit numbers. That makes us feel very good. Yesterday it was 83. Today it's 38. That's an improvement of 45. So there's going to be green on the screen up here on the number of deaths. There's also going to be green on the screen up here with respect to the positives. Yesterday the positives were 2,787, and today they are 1,868. That's an improvement of 919. Good number, good number. I say this all the time. These positives are going to remain with us for quite some time. They're not going to go away. The number of them might go down, but we're going to be having positives because COVID is not going to go away all by itself. We have not come up with any cure for COVID-19 yet. He's a very, very nasty guy who lurks in the background and he strikes whenever he feels like it. He doesn't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican or you're rich or you're poor, red, green, blue, or orange. He's going to get you somehow if there's any way he can figure out how to do it. And that's why we distance space, we wear our masks, and we do the right thing. Okay? Now, 7-day moving averages, 77.71. Do you like that? 77.71. Saturday, it was 87.71. Friday, it was 91.71. And last week on Sunday, it was 103. What does that mean? It means 77.71. 77 people passed away each day for the past 7 days. That's what the 7-day moving average is. It's just a way for us to kind of keep track of where we are going. Now, on the positivity rate for people who, since we started, it's 13.26. That's how many people have tested positive since we started testing, that's all based on all the people that were tested versus the number of tests that were given. It was 13.26, big number. However, the daily rate, that's today, it was, with the past 24 hours, 3.72. And that's the first time we've been down to 3.72. These numbers are beginning to look reasonable now and indicate that we're probably going in the right direction. All righty, let's jump over here and get into the weather report here for today. For our Sunday, our weather report today is scattered thunderstorms during the morning. Well, the morning's done, becoming more widespread this afternoon. High about 86 degrees, a little warmer than yesterday. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I remind you each day I give this weather report for the people that are up north who want to know what's going on with the weather. Did we have rain yesterday or what? We had plenty of rain yesterday. The chance of rain today is about 70%. And then tonight, Sunday night, scattered thunderstorms, low 76, winds east-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The chance of rain tonight is about 60%. And then tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy with a chance of thunderstorms, high 87 degrees. The winds east 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain tomorrow, that's Monday, will be about 40%. Yeah, we had standing rain. We had lots of standing water on our property here at Victoria. There was a little concern. Some of the people said, "Oh, boy, look at this. We got a pond going on out there." Well, when you get that much rain over a short period of time, it happens. But 2 hours later, it was absorbed into the ground. So that was not necessarily a really big deal. So I have to always say, don't forget to push the like button, please. I want you to push that like button. I would appreciate it if you did. I don't really want any not likes, those the thumbs down thing. I don't look for those, but I get them anyway, and they're always going to be there. That just comes with the territory, and you're entitled to your opinion. That's why we live in this great country of ours, and you can, Now, what I do say to people, if instead of watching this every day and giving me a thumbs down, why don't you just not watch it? That would even be better. It's okay with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. No, you're not going to hurt my feelings at all. Don't forget, mask up, social distance. Remember I said no cure, all that sort of thing. I keep saying that over and over and over again. We can see now masking is a very important thing. All those people attended that Rose Garden little event there at the White House, and a lot of the people who were there appeared to have gotten COVID-19 as a result of being there, or people like Christie, who was working with the president, preparing him for the debate, which was, by the way, just this past week, and now he has come down with it as well. Look at Hicks. She's been traveling with the president, so somebody in there somewhere got it. But this COVID-19 guy, he's lurking in the background. He's somewhere all the time. I mean, he could have been. You never can tell where he was or who. It could have been one of the FBI agents. It could have been the Secret Service. It could have been the pilot of the helicopter. You never really know where it's coming from. They can work very hard to try to figure it out, but we'll see. So, all right, let me do the quick shout-outs, and we'll get into the numbers for the counties here in Florida. Shout-outs again from Marie Arnold, Diana Stark, Iowa Lizzie, Flyover Lizzie. Okay, Lizzie. So how you doing today, Lizzie? Thank you very much for watching. Joan and Ellen and Elizabeth Hutchison, George, Vanessa down in Miami. Vanessa, she is a cutie. Got a picture of Vanessa and I down there. She is, and I have a picture of her with the President of the United States. She looks like she's a midget, and she is not a midget. But standing beside the President of the United States, she looks like a dwarf. And then Kevin out in Houston. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the thumbs up you give me. Wayne and Dorothy, by the way, folks, Dorothy is, I have to tell you this occasionally, just so you know, Dorothy is no longer in Kansas anymore. No, she's in Minnesota, out in Minnetonka, Minnesota. And the Kennedys on Long Island, nice folks, thank you very much for watching and send me little updates every once in a while. I do appreciate that. Raymond Carey here, he's the owner of Katie, the cute little puppy we had on with us one time. Captain Marcia down at the gate will be back here on Monday. Danny up in New Jersey. Danny, you're down in the single digits again. You're doing your job. Ron and Barb Dumoulin, and I don't remember exactly where they are, but they watch from time to time. Jim Peabody, Britt, Betsy, Sherry Hale, Jay, Timothy, John Marks, and Kelly over at the Polo Deli. Thank you so much. Next door neighbors would be like Heather Mason Wood, my friend Heather. Boy, I'll tell you, one of these days, Heather, we're going to meet one another. Gail, Gayle, Gail Beeson, Carol, and this is Karol, and then we have another Carol, Carol. We have Barb and Jay and Jane and Megan Davis, Diane, Joyce, Rosemary Biddle, Edith Stokes. Facebook people, Anne, Hawley, and George Ed, and those guys are hanging out at Disney, and they said they're social distancing and being very good, but they're up at Disney. They'll be back in a couple of days. Kathleen, Bruce, Jay Parm. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well today. Jean, Nancy Bicknell, Nancy Strazula. Nancy, I got your name down pat now. Susan Taylor, Barb Chandler, and my daughter, Lisa Brown. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I do appreciate it. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of rain today, so have a nice day. Here come the numbers. We'll take a quick look at the numbers. I got a couple of things just to throw in here at the end. Back in just a moment. Alrighty, folks, here we go with the numbers for today. It is Sunday. The numbers did come in on time today at 11 a.m. You know how excited I get every day when I can say we are going to have lots of green on the screen everywhere, and that's a fact. The fact is, take a look at our deaths. Our deaths are down to the double-digit numbers, 38 in the past 24 hours. That's better than 45 yesterday. Yesterday we were 83. Today we are 38. We were 45 more yesterday. That's going in the right direction. Now, let's take a look at the positives. The positives, 1868 today. Yesterday it was 2,787. That's better by 919. Another good thing. Very happy with that. Alrighty, folks, let's take a look now at Dade County. This is Miami-Dade. 4 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 329 new positives. In Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, 5 new deaths to report, 172 new positives. In Palm Beach County, 3 new deaths to report, 117 new positives. Alrighty, Orange County now. Orange County, 2 new deaths to report, 99 new positives. Orange County is Orlando. Brevard County, Melbourne, 2 new deaths to report, 38 new positives. St. Lucie County, that's Fort Pierce, no new deaths to report, and 16 new positives. Martin County is Stewart, no new deaths to report, and 8 new positives. Indian River County, we can put that in there. No new deaths to report and 16 new positives. Now, there was 1 new positive in zip code 32963. No new positive in zip code 32960. And now we're going to scooch right over here and take a look at the 7-day moving averages. This is the first time in a while that we have been down to 77.71. 77.71 today, 87.71 yesterday, 91.71 the previous day. So this 38 did help drive that number down. That 129 and that 173 sticking up there are going to be hard to get rid of. But as long as we have this low number here, now these 2 10s are going to drop off. There's a 10 over here. I believe there's another 10. Yeah, there are 2 10s here that came in on Monday and Tuesday. They're keeping this number down here. So when they start dropping off, we're going to have to replace the number that comes in here with some pretty low number, because otherwise it's going to drive our 7-day moving averages up. 7-day moving averages are for deaths, and that's 77 people died, passed away each day in the past 7 days. I have other number I want to show you up here. This is a very good number as well. 13.26 is the percentage of people versus the percentage of people who have been tested since day one, since we started keeping track of these. That's 13.26. It's still a pretty high number. We don't like that number at all. However, the daily number, this is daily versus testings, 3.72. That's a low number. That's a good low number. If we go up here and we start looking at some of these other numbers, we're going to go back here. Look at this, 13.31. This was back here on Tuesday of the September the 30th. Let's go back a little bit further here. Here it was on the September the 27th, 13.32, 4.07. We can go back a little bit further here, I think. Here it's 5.28, 13.37, and this was back on the Tuesday, September the 23rd. So those were really big numbers. So we're very happy with our numbers today. Happy from the standpoint, we're happy because they are down. We like this 77.71. I'm not going to get too comfortable with this because I'm fearful that it's going to start protruding up a little bit. Alrighty, let's move on to the moving averages. Alrighty, folks, this is a good number now. Here we are in the 7-day moving averages, and this is a chart that I started back in 8/18, where we were at 169.86, and we had a big drop here, got all the way down to 9/8 to 76.57, and now we're at 77.71. We're almost at the lowest point we have had since August the 18th. So this is August the 18th is when we had the highest point. The lowest point was September the 8th. And here we are today on October the 4th at 77.71. Now, like I say, pretty happy with those numbers. I'm fearful that that is not going to continue, but I don't want to be Mr. Doom and Gloom, because you guys are always after me about, oh yeah, talks about it's doom and gloom. He never projects anything good. Well, I hope for good. We all certainly hope for good, but there it is. That's the number that we're working with today. We're most happy with the way the chart looks. The chart doesn't lie. It is what it is. It says what it says. It says we are on an excellent decline with respect to the number of deaths. That's what we care about. We don't care as much about the positives, because those positives are going to be around for a long time. You know, when we talked about these before, okay, let's go back and take a look at these positives. 1868 for today. These are the ones that were reported in the last 24 hours, and that's 919 less. We're going to be living with positives for a while, because COVID-19 is not going to go away in the foreseeable future. As I say every day, we don't have any cure for this. We have no vaccine for it. We have a couple of ways that we can kind of work with it. But as you can see, and you can watch what's going on with the president, they're trying things. It's not like they put him into the hospital, gave him a couple of shots, he's going to be out in a couple of days and be just fine. We hope he's going to be just fine. I'm going to say this a number of times. The president is in great shape for the shape he's in. I'd like to think I'm the Energizer Bunny. I can go out and run with the best of them. I don't know if I could keep up with the president. I'm 79, and I would like to think I could keep up with the president, but what a grueling schedule that man has, notwithstanding all the pressure and everything he has to go with it. So let's not be too concerned about these positives. Yes, we like seeing the positives come down. We're going to be living with those. What we don't want to live with are these deaths over here. So this 38 today is a really good number. We're very happy with that, and we're very happy with this 77.71. All righty, folks, so let's move on to the world meter again. This is the one that we've been showing you every day. All right, folks, here we are with the United States chart. This is the number of deaths in the past 48 hours. I remind you, if you had not seen this before, I cannot give it to you for the past 24 hours. As you can see, none of these people have been reported anything down here, so it wouldn't be very good information. It would be very early information. Yesterday's information is good. So here we are with the number of deaths from yesterday, and starting out with Texas was the number one yesterday with 135. Fortunately, we were number two instead of number one. I would much prefer we were further down the chart, but we were number two instead of number one. Yesterday we had 83. So there you go. Tennessee was 45. California, which is in fourth place with 44. Missouri, 35 in fifth place. Let's go down here. Illinois, 31 in seventh place. Georgia, our neighbor, 28th in eighth place. North Carolina, 21 in ninth place. And Virginia, 10 in with 20 new deaths in the past 24 hours. Let's take a look at Wisconsin now. Wisconsin had 19. They were in 12th place. Massachusetts had 17. They were in 13th place. Pennsylvania had 14. They were in 16th place. Michigan is in 16th place with 14. Minnesota, our Minnetonka friends up there, you had 14 new positives. We don't like those double digits up there. Indiana, you had 13. You're in 18th place. And we'll scroll down here a little bit further. For some of our friends in Kentucky, you had 8 and you were in 25th place. Maryland, this is Julie in Maryland. You had in 27th place with 7 single digits. That's a good thing. Let's go look at Idaho. Idaho had 6. Minnesota. Let's see. New York. Hey, look at this. New York had only 3. That's very good. With 19 million people up there and only 3 positives, outstanding. And Danny in New Jersey, you had 3 for your state. Jersey, that's terrific. You have 8 million people up there, but still you were a hotbed up there for quite some time. And for Lizzie, we fly over Lizzie out there in the middle of the United States in Iowa, 3 in single digits. That's excellent. Colorado, the most beautiful state in the United States, I think. 3 new positives. That's single-digit numbers are good numbers to work with. And let's go down here a little bit further for Utah. Utah only had 2. That's excellent. Like that. That's very good. And then we get down here to Louisiana, Washington, Kansas, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and the District of Columbia, Montana, New Hampshire, and Wyoming, Maine, and Vermont. It would appear didn't have anything to report or didn't report. We're never really sure about that. Okay, folks, here we go with the global view. The USA cases. 7,385,837. USA deaths, 209,408. The global cases, 34,963,965. And global deaths, 1,034,185. I need to remind you about one thing. Occasionally I'll give a number out, and by the time I give it out, it has changed, and then it looks like I gave the wrong number. It's usually one of these numbers here on the end. So generally I do read them correctly, and sometimes they do change, and that's the reason why something like that does take place. All right, I got a couple of other things to talk about here on this Sunday morning on October the 4th. I'll be back in only a moment. Thank you for watching the numbers today. Alrighty, folks, only a couple of things to mention here at the end. Don't forget to get your flu shot. I think that's a very important thing to do. I said I was going to stop talking about it when I get into October, but it's still a good time to get it, and especially with the way the pandemic is going. You want to make sure that you're not somehow or other getting the flu and trying to combine it with COVID-19, what you wouldn't know necessarily what you actually had. I also want to remind you that you want to go over to the Coffee House 1420. I'm going to keep pushing that a little bit for a while to help my friend Michael Glotz get his place going. That's at the corner of 60 and 14th Avenue. Nice little coffee place. Opens at 8 a.m. It may open at 7 a.m. starting this week. I'm not sure yet. You can check it out on Facebook. It's called Coffee House 1420. Very cool little place. Nice place for breakfast. You want you want a really good gourmet little breakfast? Just fine. Really nice. It's like $10, $10 or $12. Not very expensive. Fabulous coffee. I mean, no better coffee than at Coffee House 1420. No coffee as good as Coffee House 1420 here in Vero Beach. Brand new. This will be its second week open. So don't forget the flu shot, of course. And then remember the Vero Beach 5-star. Vero Beach 5-star, that's my restaurant website. Restaurants all over the world, plus what we consider are the best restaurants here in Vero Beach. Does it mean they're the only restaurants here? I don't list all of them. And at the bottom of that Vero Beach 5-star, I also have the TripAdvisor, so you can, if you don't see what you like with mine, because mine, I only have a limited number of restaurants. I only list the ones that I frequently go to and like and really enjoy and know that are really good. So those are the only ones that we put on the website. Plus, I put restaurants up there from all over the world. ClassicAmerica.net's our classical music channel. Don't forget to look at that. And Mostly Sinatra. I've been doing a lot of work on the Mostly Sinatra channel. If you like Frank Sinatra music and the music of that era, then check out mostlysinatra.com. Just click it on the website and punch up the button. You can even ask Alexa to do it for you. Don't forget to send your pictures to roncrider@gmail.com of your pets, and hopefully we'll have some Pet Patrol stuff coming up on this new week. And if you haven't pushed the like button, please do so now. I would appreciate it. Remember, always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. Okay? Alrighty. Please have a very blessed Sunday. Hey, it's the Lord's Day. Do the right thing today. And also, like I say every day, do something good for someone. Makes you feel good, makes the other person feel even better. That's a really nice thing to do. And sometimes you can do things that doesn't cost you anything. It's just being nice to someone, being extra nice to somebody. Call your kids, call your mom, call your dad, call your grandparents. Do something like that, okay? Have a great day. See you tomorrow, Monday.